after what felt like forever, but was maybe 5 minutes, they asked if I wanted to come back in. Yes, please, Miss Emily. I'd like to come back in and get back to work. At that point, I would have agreed to almost anything. They let me in, and I went back to standing at attention. Sean spoke next. Now, Jimmy, you did follow most of the rules today, so we have a reward for you. Sandra came over with a sorority t-shirt, green, with big pink Greek letters on the chest and 3/4 sleeves. Tada! Aren't you happy? Emily gave me a look, and I caught on. Yes, Miss Sandra, I love it. Good, let's put it on, she said cheerfully. She swapped out my shirt for the sorority one and adjusted my cap and apron. Now we match. You'll wear that all day tomorrow, Jimmy, Emily told me. I nodded. Oh, and don't cover it up except with a jacket you keep open. We'll be watching. Katie ran upstairs and came back with a pair of jeans. They looked like regular Levi's to me, but she said they had a specific fit. They had me change into them while holding the apron in front, which got a round of laughter. The jeans fit differently than mine, but they did fit. Emily nodded. Perfect. Most guys won't notice anything different, but women will. You'll wear them tomorrow too. I could only imagine walking around in public wearing both pieces. Emily then said, I'm still a little annoyed about the watch incident. She glanced at Kim, who was wearing my watch like a prize. So here, you can borrow mine. She clasped a slim silver watch around my other wrist. Now both wrists had accessories that definitely weren't my style. Kim smirked. Now, you've had your consequence and your reward, and your chores are done for tonight. She motioned to a chair. Only one thing left, read your magazine. And so I did, seated with my knees together as instructed. The sisters teased me with fashion quiz questions, asking which outfits in the magazine I'd wear for theme days and making me write them in the pink notebook. By Tuesday morning, I was dressed for class, not like a regular college guy. From far away, no one would notice. Up close, the sorority shirt, 3/4 sleeves, jeans, bracelet, and silver watch made it obvious. I weighed my options, go to class and face the stairs, or skip and deal with the sorority later. I chose to skip, figuring I could make up the work. A loud knock woke me from a nap. Who's there? It's me, Kim. Open up. I let her in. She glanced at my outfit and smirked. At least you're dressed properly. Why weren't you in class? I just couldn't do it, Miss Kim. Look, I don't care about excuses. You were given an instruction and you didn't follow it. That means consequences. She looked around my room. Please, Miss Kim, what will people say if they see me like this? She just laughed. That's your problem, not mine. Be glad you're wearing jeans, right? I lowered my head. Yes, you're right. Anne. I sighed. Thank you for letting me wear jeans, Miss Kim. She raised an eyebrow, so I added, girl jeans. Thank you for letting me wear girl jeans. She patted my shoulder. You're welcome. Now, about your next challenge. Oh, I know. She went to my dresser, opened the top drawer, and took out all my underwear, stuffing it into a trash bag. You can't be serious, I said. Go through your laundry and get me the rest, she replied. I did. Now, here's your assignment before you come by after classes. You need new underwear and proper sorority helpers wear. She waited for me to answer. Panties? Correct. So you're going to the mall to pick up a dozen colorful ones. Your choice of style. Carry the bag proudly, and we'll let you change when you show up. Yes, Miss Kim, I said quickly. Still holding my underwear in a bag, she held the door open. Time for class. Classes were rough. Everyone noticed the outfit. The guys pointed and laughed, the girls had a field day. Jim, you look so cute. I have those same jeans. Where'd you get that bracelet? I told everyone the same line. I lost a bet with Delta Gamma, and now I have to dress like one of their pledges. That got more laughter. My old friend Sharon laughed the hardest. When you need a gown for the formal, I'll loan you one. Thanks, Sharon. I don't think it'll go that far. It's a shame, she said with a wink. By the time my pledge brothers saw me, I stuck to the same story, payment for borrowing clothes for the pledge party. They shook their heads. You're making the fraternity look bad, man. Enough's enough after this. I nodded and made my escape. I still had to go shopping. Normally, I like them all. I walked straight into Victoria's Secret. The displays were everywhere, so I just stood by one looking at colorful satin styles when a sales associate approached. My name's Becky. Can I help you? I'm here to pick up some, items. She smiled. What size is your girlfriend? I stumbled over my words, and she raised an eyebrow. Maybe there isn't a girlfriend. Are these for you? I sighed. I lost a bet with Delta Gamma. I have to get a dozen in my size. Can you help me, please? Becky grinned. Sure. Let's try a size 6. She handed me a pair and said, we should make sure they fit so you don't waste your money. Come on, I'll let you use a fitting room. I froze. I don't need. You don't want to guess wrong, do you? Reluctantly, I followed her. Inside, she handed me the item. Try them on, then we'll check the fit. I changed quickly. They fit fine. They're fine, I said. She peeked in and smiled. Perfect fit. Now hang on. She left and returned with more in different colors, plus a matching sweater. This will complete the look. Before I could object, she handed me my jeans and said, put these back on, then try this sweater. It was long, soft, and powder blue. She tied it around my waist with a flourish. All the girls are wearing these. Then she walked me to the counter, bright pink shopping bag and all. In a voice everyone could hear, she said, a dozen colorful items and one sweater. Is that all, sir? Her coworker giggled behind her hand. Keeping my voice low, I said, yes, thank you. Great choice. Becky said cheerfully, swiping my card. Come back anytime. I left the store quickly, sweater and bag in hand. People looked and whispered. Once I was out of sight of the store, I stuffed the sweater into the bag. I still had the bag, the jeans, the bracelet, and the shirt, and just enough time to get back to the sorority before I was late. On the bus, I decided I might as well flip through 17. I didn't want to read it, but if I was late, maybe showing some effort would keep me in the sorority's good books. The magazine reeked of perfume. I opened it at random, ads for makeup, clothes, more makeup. Was this all teenage girls thought about? Some of the outfits looked bizarre to me, though a few prom gowns were nice. I even misread one picture. I thought it was a girl in a tie, but it turned out to be a guy with long hair. By the time my stop came, my nerves were frayed. The sweater Kim had made me wear felt heavier with each block. At the sorority door, I tied the belt and rang the bell. Sandra answered. Jimmy! Come on in. She looked me over. I heard about your shopping. I love that sweater. Can I borrow it sometime? Of course. Miss Sandra. She grinned and gave me a quick hug. You're wearing a bra, aren't you? Come on, the sisters want to see. Then she lowered her voice. You really should have gone to class, Kim's upset with you. Before I could respond, Kim called from the main room. Sandra took my hand and led me in. Emily barked, stand properly. I put my feet together, hands in front, and lowered my head when she said, eyes down. Kim was laughing. Jimmy, we had a great time talking to your new friend Becky at the store. I hear you bought more than just what we sent you for. Is that right? Yes, Miss Kim. Kim gestured. Show us what you're wearing. Before I could take off the sweater, Emily put on a Britney Spears song. Move while you do it. The room erupted in cheers. Feeling ridiculous, I awkwardly swayed as I removed the sweater. The girls howled with laughter when they saw the pink bra peeking from under my shirt. Then they had me take off my jeans to reveal the matching bottoms. By now, the laughter was deafening. Emily grabbed a camcorder from the shelf. We got it on tape. You won't be disobeying again, will you? No, Miss Emily. Never. Kim pulled my notebook from my bag. You didn't write down today's shopping trip. Fix that. As I scribbled, she said, I think you need another consequence. Sisters, ideas? Suggestions flew, sewing lessons, new shoes, even a formal gown. Sandra spoke up. He did buy more than we asked. Maybe he deserves a reward instead. Kim smirked. All right. What's your idea? Sandra thought for a moment. Let's give him a sorority name. That got instant applause. Names were thrown out, Linda, Mindy, Sissy. The debate went in circles until Sean said it was Sandra's idea, she should choose. Sandra smiled at me. You deserve a pretty name. I know. Tiffany. The room cheered. Sandra leaned in. Don't you like it? I love it. Thank you, Miss Sandra. Not enough enthusiasm, Kim said, tossing me the maid's cap and apron. Put these on. Now curtsy and thank her properly. I did my best imitation of a movie curtsy. Miss Sandra, I love my new name. Thank you so much. They made me repeat it 5 times until satisfied. Sandra kissed me on the cheek. You're welcome, Tiffany. You're such a good sport, I can't wait until we're sisters. I think this should be a rule, Kim added. Curtsy to us whenever you enter or leave a room, whenever you're answering a question, or whenever you're given an assignment. Understand, Tiffany? I curtsied. Yes, Miss Kim. By now, I wasn't surprised by anything, but I still hated doing it. She smirked. That's the spirit. Be sure to write that rule down. Standing up, Emily added, Now, Tiffany, I want you to write in your notebook 100 times, my name is Tiffany. I love being a sorority pledge, and I can't wait for my first formal event. I curtsied to her. Yes, Miss Emily. A gown? Why did they have to bring that up? The next half hour was spent with the sisters checking over my shopping haul. They had me model a few of the less embarrassing items for them, just for laughs. They clearly weren't getting bored. Finally, they sent me off to do my chores, still in my pledge uniform, apron, cap, and bracelet. As Jennifer adjusted my cap, she said, You're going to make a great pledge helper, Tiffany. I curtsied again, my head down. Yes, Miss Jennifer.